Hey you guys, my name is Keri. This is my son Nate. Welcome back to my channel, My Table of Three. And today I thought I would drop in and just share a video about some new products that we were found. If you're familiar with the low carb scene or Trim Healthy Mama, you may have already seen the hype about these. These are a new brand of all natural Stevia sweetened chocolate chips. I saw them on Facebook recently and heard that they were Trim Healthy Mama approved and low carb approved, and we set out on a mission to find them. And I'll tell you a little bit about the company as we go and how you can find out if they are in your area yet. And I'll show you, when I tell you that information, I'll also link it below. But we're really excited because they have 3 flavors. If you are familiar with other sugar-free chocolate chips, there are only 2 others that I know of myself. That is the Hershey's sugar-free chocolate, and they are in Walmart. Now, they are sweetened with maltitol, so they are really, if you follow Trim Healthy Mama, they're kind of a personal choice item. They're not something that the sisters that created Trim Healthy Mama really push, but I have used them in occasion, so it's just up to you. The maltitol can be really hard on your stomach, and I've also heard, and I don't know too much about keto, but I've also heard a lot of ketoers do not do maltitol either. And if that's not you, then just skip over that part. But the other brand that I'm familiar with, and many of you probably are Lily's Stevia chocolate chips. They are dark chocolate, if I remember correctly. They come in 9-ounce bags, and they are also, I think they are 55% cocoa. So they're a darker chocolate, sweetened with stevia and erythritol. They're not really sweet, but they are really good. They melt fairly decent. Now that 9-ounce bag is $7.99 in our local health food store, and I do know that not everybody has those locally, so you may have to order them, and they cost a little bit more when you order online. So those are the 2 that I'm familiar with. So when I saw on Facebook this new brand that come out, I was super excited and couldn't wait to try it. What about you? Were you excited? Nathan was excited too, because we love chocolate, and we do try and eat all sugar-free, low carb for the most part. So we were super excited to try these. And there's a reason we were super duper excited, because they have 3 different varieties, whereas Lily chocolate chips only come in the dark chocolate. They have a semi-sweet chocolate here, which is no sugar added. The semi-sweet is 45% cocoa, so a little bit less than the Lily's. And let me read what's in there. It's a 9-ounce bag. I believe that's the same ounces of Lily's. The ingredients here are chocolate liqueur, inulin, erythritol, cocoa butter, sunflower lecithin. If I said that wrong, guys, look over that. Vanilla extract, and stevia leaf. So these are also a fair trade product, and I'll read you a little bit. For the most part, the back is the same on every package. Now the ingredients vary a little bit on the white chocolate, but they are pretty much the same on the dark and the semi-sweet, except for the dark is 55% like Lily's. So this is the semi-sweet, a little bit less. So I'm going to read the back here. So it says they are peanut-free, tree nut-free, dairy-free, soy-free, which we were excited about, egg-free, gluten-free, fish-free, and what else? Shellfish-free. Nathan's like, why would they say fish and shellfish? But, you know, because that's not something you usually see on it, but it's very good that they have those top allergens covered and listed, and they are safe for everyone that have those allergens. So that's an excellent start, and the fact that they're sweetened with erythritol and stevia. It says, welcome to a land of bakebelieve, where imagination, messes, and licking the spoon are part of the best recipe for time well spent. We believe in baking sweet memories with those you love. And then it just gives a story of how they produce the chocolate chips and get them over here and sell them to the stores. So we found these in a Walmart. I think I had to stop at, was it 2 places, Nancy? 2 places I stopped at. Our local neighborhood market, and then I went over to our super center. The neighborhood market did not have them yet, but I could tell where the baking aisle, oh yeah, I should tell you, I found them on the baking aisle next to the chocolate chips, all the other chocolate chips, up on a shelf, a higher shelf. So the neighborhood market did not have them yet. but I did notice that they are going through a modular change that basically it looks like they're fixing to reset the chocolate chip system section of that store. So I really think they probably will, because the company, bakebelieve, they give a link on their page, which is like a Walmart finder, and you can go in and put your zip code and it will pull up all the stores in your area that have inventory on hand. Now that doesn't necessarily mean they have it out on the shelf yet. It just means that it's in their inventory system, so it could still be back in the back. So just keep an eye out on your baking supply aisle at your local Walmart. I believe I saw on their Facebook page, and I'll link that below too, where you can get, I think they said it would roll out in all stores at Walmart August the 1st, so keep in mind. Also, I would like to say this is not a sponsored video at all. They don't have a clue who I am. I'm just super excited mom and chocolate lover, and I found these advertised and I ran out and grabbed them. We actually got 4 packages. I got 2 of the white chocolate and 1 of the dark and 1 of the milk. I actually cleared the shelf. I typically don't like to clear the shelf, but in this case I wanted to make sure I got some of all. And so we've technically already tried the white chocolate and we really liked it. Did you like them?
I guess.
He liked it. Now, so what we're going to do now is open them and show you guys, and we're going to taste these 2 for the first time. First I'll show you these, and this is just it's just an easy tear bag straight across. Are you recording? Okay. Sorry, yes. And so, I'll show you. Now, I will say this, I was talking to Anthony, my husband, and Nate. I wish they had resealable bags, but I said, the only thing I hate is that they don't reseal, but my husband reminded me that really no chocolate chip has a resealable bag. Oh, that smells good, the dark chocolate. And so I was like, yeah, oh yeah, you're right. But wouldn't that be neat if you had a resealable bag? That's just an idea, I think, you know. But I'll store these in probably glass, in my mason jars with lids, since I'm opening all 3 and I'm not ready to use them all. So that's the dark chocolate. Here's the white chocolate. Well, semi-sweet. So that's what they all look like. OCD is making me separate the colors, but anyway. So we're going to zoom in a little bit and let you see what they look like. Now, I'll talk a little bit about the white when Anthony zooms in, and then, okay, so apparently he's already zoomed in, so we'll talk about now. So as you can see, the chocolate chips, they are white or cocoa butter color. They are very, they really just feel like a normal chocolate chip. Did you think in texture they felt to you when you, a mouthfeel?
Well, not really, because it has a cooling effect,
Okay.
but sort of.
Like the texture-wise, though?
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing I thought, right off the bat, and I'll tell you what Nate said, right off the bat, I thought they melted really well in your, like a mouthfeel. I thought they melted like normal chocolate, and if you remember the Lilies, they melt when you heat them up, but they're a little bit firmer chocolate, and so it takes a little bit longer for them to melt in baked goods, and if you're eating them, these do have a softer texture and melt faster, so I like that. And as Nathan was mentioning, since they are sweetened with erythritol, or however you say it in your home, they do have a cooling effect. If you are sensitive to erythritol, you may notice that. I could tell it, but to me it wasn't off-putting or anything like that. But I think to Nathan, he would have preferred them to be a little bit less cooling effect, but it didn't stop him from eating them, right?
Yeah.
But he just could tell that they burned his mouth and his tongue just a little bit. But we did get a little carried away when we were trying them, because we were super excited about white. So I'm thinking when I try these in the recipe, maybe the cooling effect will be a little bit less after it sets, like most low carb desserts do. So we'll see. I really like these. I think we all pretty much like them for the fact that they are white chocolate and they are sugar free. And so we'll move these out of the way. And we'll move, which one you want to try first, Nate?
I don't think.
Dark chocolate or
Dark chocolate.
dark chocolate? Okay. So the dark chocolate, again, is 55% cocoa, which is the same as the Lilies. Here, I'll let you get a few. And we're going to taste these and we'll tell you if they have the same, good texture, and if we can tell the erythritol. We're just going to take 2 or 3. Right off the bat, you can tell they're dark chocolate. But they have a good chocolate flavor.
Yeah, they have no burning effect.
They do, right. They do have less of a cooling effect than the white chocolate does, which is interesting because you would think the dark chocolate would need a little bit more sweetener, but I guess since it's dark, they don't have to use as much because it's supposed to be stronger and bitter. If you take the Aldi's 85% chocolate bar, it kind of reminds me of that, not quite as bitter. Nancy, do you want to try? But yeah, I would say these are really good. Do you think?
Yeah.
So far, I'm gonna have to hide these for myself because honestly, I could probably eat a handful at a time. Because I love dark chocolate. What do you think, Anthony?
It tastes like lilies to me.
It does taste like lilies. Which, I don't know if you guys have tried lilies. I'm sure you have, but we are a huge fan of lilies. I could buy a couple bags to put in a freezer to use for blog recipes. And they tend to disappear handful by handful. But very good. Very good. Now, I will tell you one thing I'm super duper excited about, other than the fact that they taste good. These were $3.98. So $3.98 per 9-ounce bag, whereas the lilies I mentioned earlier in our area are $7.99. So per ounce and bag, that's a huge savings for me. So I don't get to buy lilies very often, and when I do, I usually buy a couple bags, and like I said, I have to put them in the freezer and we ration them out, and like we could get them every day if I could afford them. I just can't. These, if our Walmart's going to be able to keep them in stock, which hopefully they will, are amazing and definitely more affordable to cook with and to have on hand. Okay, so I think we'll try the semi-sweet next. Yeah, those are really good. It's a really good dark chocolate. If you like lilies, you're going to like those. And they're a little bit less dark than lilies to me. No, I'd say they're about the same. Semi-sweet.
Alright. Doesn't have a
You
huge
wanna try those?
cooling effect.
Huh?
It's not, it's kind of, doesn't have a big cooling effect. It has a slight.
Yeah, I think those are good too. You can tell a difference, a slight difference in the semi-sweet and the dark as far as bitterness and the strongness, which again, I like the dark chocolate, but these are really good. And which one do you think you like better, the dark chocolate or this? You like the semi-sweet?
Sweet.
What about you, Ethan?
Yeah.
You like these? I like both of them, but I'm also a fan of 85% chocolate, so I never really turn down chocolates. And then we'll taste the white ones again, just because you guys are here, and we'll show you. Again, so far I would say those two don't really have really much of an erythritol
These do.
or cooling effect, but these do. They're noticeable. Whoop. Oops, I dropped one. Yes, I know him. I will say though, immediately I can tell the difference in the texture of the white chocolate. I think it melts smoother and it melts faster in your mouth. Which we love white chocolate. Do you think so?
Yeah.
And you like the white better?
It has the strongest cooling effect and burning effect, but it tastes better than mine.
Yeah. I would probably agree. It is really good flavor. We love white chocolate. I've liked white chocolate for as long as I can remember. My dad loved white. He would get us those white chocolate Nestle bars. I don't know if you guys, I may be showing my age, but and we really liked them. And so Nathan is a huge fan of white chocolate. I would say you prefer that over any other chocolate, right?
Yeah, practically.
Yeah. Which I like it too. So I would say these have a better mouthfeel. Not that these are bad, but I would say I love the smooth texture. They start melting right away, so I think they're going to bake up really good in desserts. I can't wait to try some. You guys watch out, because in the next few days I'll have a recipe up on the blog, hopefully, with some of these. Hopefully the white chocolate, since those are so hard to find in low carb, sugar-free, and Trim Healthy Mama. So maybe I should melt a few. Do you think I should melt a little bit and show them how they melt?
Sure.
Do you guys want to see that? All right, so we're going to take a break right quick, and I will melt a few of each of these, and we will compare. I don't know if I'll melt do you think I should melt both of these?
Try 'em.
We'll melt a few of both of them and show you guys how smoothly they melt. Yeah, so we'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, so what I did, we just heated up some half and half. Heavy cream would probably work better for ganache, but we didn't have any right now, so I just heated up some half and half, and I'm going to pour just a little bit in, and if you want to zinc, we'll see how quickly they melt, and you don't need a lot, just enough to, oh yeah, I can tell them already. I don't know if it's going to be hot enough, but we'll see.
I'm making a mess, guys, but I'm just trying to get it to melt to see how it would be like if you wanted to drizzle over something. Yeah, I don't think my milk was quite as warm as it should have been, but they are melting pretty good. Like I said, the milk probably should have been a little bit warmer. What? Yeah, so I think I probably had to put too much milk in the white, but they melted pretty good. Your milk does need to be hotter, so I'm going to warm this up a little bit more. Well, I don't know, guys. It's pretty hot. I think I just added too much milk to that. But Nathan, you want to taste that a little bit? Be careful in case the milk is hot. Okay, all right. So I'm going to add just a little. This is a semi-sweet, and I'm going to add less milk right now just to make sure I didn't add too much. Oh yeah, and these are instantly starting to melt. So that's a good sign. You want them to melt.
You want to go ahead and put some in the dark chocolate just to get it going?
I guess so. Nathan, you want to stir these?
Sure.
Stir that up real good. So yeah, I think if the milk was hotter, then it would have melted them a little bit more. I don't want to put any more milk because I'm scared it's going to make it too,
These are clumping up, but
yeah, because they're melting.
yeah.
We're not very good scientists, or not very
Yeah.
good YouTubers. I wasn't ready to do the
Definitely
milk
not melting
test,
as good as the others.
but yeah, the white chocolate melted
Of course.
really fast, but it's a softer texture again. But these, I think it's more user error
I
though.
like juicing chocolate.
Because they are melting. I just think I didn't have, I think if I had the heavy cream and had it at the right temperature when I poured it over, then it would work. So they melt pretty good. I'm excited to see how they melt in the, let's see, is yours melting pretty good?
It's like if you could juice chocolate.
Yeah, yeah. So these were epic fail. Don't worry, these will will not go to waste. We will melt them a little bit more in the microwave. I don't know. I think, like I said, I think most of that was user error. I think I did not have the right. I needed heavy cream, and I did not get it warm enough. And in the white chocolate, it melted really well, but I just added too much, half and half. So they taste really good. I think, like we said, the white chocolate. It has a much stronger cooling effect from the sweetener, the low carb sweetener, but it still tastes good. It melts really well in your mouth. I think it's going to do good in chocolate chip cookies. I actually have a chocolate chip macadamia nut cookie recipe that I will link below, so that if you find these white chocolates would be amazing in there. I used Lily's chocolates in mine because I could not find white chocolate to make white chocolate macadamia nuts. So I'll put that recipe below. Their website is bakebelieve.com. Again, this is not sponsored, just the products that we found and wanted to try and share with you guys. I'll put their website below. I will also put a link to their Facebook page where you can find their store finder to see if your Walmart has those. Oh, I guess I should tell you calorie-wise and carbs, because I know if you guys follow keto or low carb, you may want to know. So a serving size is 1 tablespoon. The white chocolate has 50 calories, 4.5 fat grams, and 10 carbs, 3 fiber, which that takes down to 7 net total, and then 7 erythritol. So 0 carbs basically for 1 tablespoon. The semi-sweet has 60 calories per tablespoon, the same with the dark. The dark has 4.5 fat grams, the semi has 4, so the dark chocolate has much less carbs. It has 9 carbs, 5 grams of fiber, so that takes it down to 4 net carbs, and then it has 3 erythritol. So technically this is 1 carb per tablespoon on the dark chocolate. The semi-sweet is 1 tablespoon, 60 calories, 4 fat grams, 10 carbs, 5 fiber, and then 4 erythritol. So technically these are 1 carb as well. I don't know how the white chocolate ends up being 0 carbs, but if you do net carbs, it's 0. So yeah.
It's probably because there's more carbs in the chocolate.
In the
itself,
chocolate
and
stuff?
that
Oh.
doesn't have as much chocolate.
Probably so. Alright, and I think I read those to you. The chocolate is, white chocolate is erythritol, cocoa butter, inulin, whole milk powder, sunflower lecithin, natural flavors, vanilla, and stevia. Now this one does contain milk, the white chocolate does, the dark and the semi-sweet does not. So these are dairy free, this one is, the white chocolate is not. So maybe something you need to keep in mind if you need to be, or someone in your family is dairy free. So thank you so much for watching this review and us trying this product. I hope to share some recipes and give you more thoughts about what I think about this product, but right now we're super excited. I'm excited about the $3.98 price point, and that you can find them locally, which means no shipping, and that we finally got a white chocolate in the low carb Community Mama RAM. So I look forward to sharing more recipes with you, and thank you guys for coming by. Can you say bye?
Bye.
See you guys later.